This is a pretty complex question. We're given 3 equations and with 3 different variables, and we essentially need to solve it. We need to figure out what is the actual value of x, y, and z, and then we'll be able to figure out which of these 4 numbers does not belong in the solution. So our strategy is to use the method of elimination. So on the top right corner here, what I've done is I've rewritten the first and last equations, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add them together. And by doing that, I'm going to be eliminating our x variables, and then we'll be left with 5y minus 2z equals 23. And you can see the benefit of doing what we just did is we've now turned it into an equation with just 2 variables. Now the next thing we want to do is pick 2 different equations and find a way to combine them together to again eliminate our x variable. So what I did here is I took the top equation and multiplied everything by 2. And you can see over in the blue here what it became, 2x plus 2y minus 2z equals 12. Now the reason I did that is because we can now subtract the second equation from there, and then there'll be no x left. So by subtracting these, we will be left with, let's see here, 2y minus negative 3y would become positive 5y, and negative 2z minus 2z would be negative 4z. And 12 minus negative 19 is 31. Great, so now we've got 2 equations here in just 2 variables. And conveniently, you'll notice that they both have the same number of y's, 5y. So we can use a similar method of taking one and subtracting the other to eliminate the y's. So I'm just going to rewrite this one down below here. 5y minus 2z equals 23. And I'm going to subtract. So the 5y's cancel out. Negative 4 minus negative 2 is negative 2z. And 31 minus 23 is 8. Divided by negative 2 gets us a z value of negative 4. Now that we've figured out what z is, we're going to go back to one of these equations up here. Let's take this one here. 5y minus 4z equals 31. And I'm going to replace z with negative 4. That way we can actually solve for y. So 5y minus 4 times negative 4 equals 31. So that gets us 5y plus 16 equals 31. Then if we take away 16 from both sides, 5y equals 15, which means y equals 3. And finally, to figure out our x variable, I'm going to go back to the very first original equation and replace y with 3 and z with negative 4. We know that has to equal 6. So this becomes x plus 3 plus 4, so that's x plus 7 equals 6, which means x is equal to negative 1. Awesome. So we've got our solution. It's negative 1, 3, and negative 4. So the one number that does not belong there is 2. All right, that's all for this video. Hope that was helpful, and thanks for visiting JD's Preparation.